So an annotated bibliography is just like a bibliography, but with some extra or added information, which is what we call an annotation. So how is it constructed, or how is it different than a traditional bibliography? A regular bibliography is a list of just the sort of publication material about your sources. It's where you found them, it's the information including the dates, and there are a couple of different formats for these bibliographies. MLA calls their bibliography a works cited page, and APA calls it a references page. Even though these have different formats to them, they both do the same job, which is to give thorough publication information about a source so that a reader could actually go find that source if he or she wanted to. Now, this is a little different than the annotated bibliography. The annotated bibliography, as you can see, includes extra information. So right here we have the works cited entry, but we also have some other information included. There is the summary of the source or the article that's included in the annotated bibliography. There is an analysis of the credibility of the source. So you explain to the reader why you trust this source and why we should trust this source. And finally, there's an explanation of how you're going to use the source in your paper. So how are you going to be using it? What questions is this source going to answer? What research or information or background does this source provide for you that you're specifically going to use in your paper? So that's an introduction to the annotated bibliography. And in another tutorial, I'll go over how to create each of the elements of the annotated bibliography. So how to write that summary, how to evaluate the credibility of the source, and just a quickie on how to say how this source is going to work in your paper.